Hi everyone, so today I have some really fun things to share with you that Diamond Press brought to their site. The site, of course, is mydiamondpress.com. Some new releases, there are 7 new items, and then there are a few freebies, so we'll talk about that in just a minute. But they did send these items free of charge from my review, and of course, all opinions are my own. And the links I'll have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. And with Diamond Press, with their site, you know that is by using the affiliate discount code, which is VCDP, and that will give you 10% off your purchase. Yeah, so really fun. Excuse me, so maybe by now you've checked out Beth's sneak peek of the different kits that are coming out, so hopefully you've seen that. You can check that out on, I believe, Facebook and YouTube through Diamond Press's channel there. But real quick, as far as the free gifts, if you spend $55 or more after discounts and before shipping, of course, you will receive the this die is called Tis the Spooky, and it seems weird, it doesn't roll off the tongue real easily. So it does say Tis the season to be spooky is what it says, but it's called Tis the Spooky. Okay, so this you'll receive free again with a $55 or more order after discounts and before shipping. And if you place an order at $75 or more, and this is at the same time, not combined, like if you place 2 different orders or whatever it is, at the same time, if your order is $75 or more, you'll get both dies. And this is the other one called Halloween Witch, and hopefully you can kind of see it's like that little crescent moon there with the witch, and it's kind of like just like a little scene there with the bats and everything, tree there, and the little haunted house. So what I'm going to do right quick is show you them. I don't know that I'm going to open them all up because we'll have videos separately for that. But hopefully you can kind of just see what's going on here. So we have the dies called Halloween and Fall Doilies, and as you can see, they are fall related here with the leaves. We have the word R, it's because it has different words that make sense, obviously, when you put them together. Here we have the little pumpkins, little silhouette there, and then this one has little cobwebs all around the doily, super cute, and lots of different sentiments. Some of these are going to be perfect for the little witch set that we're going to see in just a minute, like fabulous and things like that. We have like the word heart, pumpkin, hello beautiful, really cute, spooktacular. Just lots of fun sentiments in here. Grateful. I think I already said pumpkin, and then some other ones here. Oh my gosh, you guys, how cute is this? So this is the Deadly Goodie Box, and I will open this, guys. On this one, it makes a coffin treat box. My goodness, I'll give you a quick measurement, although of course these are designed to go into the marquee, so they're, probably will go through a lot of the machines you have if you have the marquee, and then anything bigger. It's about 4 inches, just over 4 inches at the width, and then the height here is 6 1/4. You guys, how cute is this? So of course you have the lid and the base, and that's why they are 2 separate things. I believe this is the base and this is the lid that sits on top. It has a little tag, it has little ghosts and all kinds of things to decorate with. Of course the stamps, you can do like one that looks like a little haunted house, even though it's like the coffin shape. But then we also have this that looks like wood and really, really fun. I mean, sorry. So yeah, just really, really fun. And I mean, oh my gosh, deadly goodies inside. You have the little skeleton, and you can definitely stamp him right on the top, or like so that he's on the inside of the thing. I mean, just the little hands like sticking out. I think it's really, really fun. So we have that one there. And this is Haunted Alphabet. Look at that. Really cool. Let's see the sizing on these guys. I will have separate videos, or other videos. Today we'll play with a couple items, but it would be a very long video if I tutorialize them all in here. So it's about, I would say, just over an inch and an eighth, maybe almost an inch and a quarter. The lettering, really, really cute. Again, spooky alphabet, and we have the numbers there too. We have the Witches Paper Dolls Stamp and Die kit. Let me open this guy up really quick too. So very similar to like the vintage dolls, as far as you have your doll, you're gonna dress her up really cute. She comes with a little undergarment here, and then she has like a little shirt that's like a little bodice, the top, this one here with the long sleeves, a big skirt. I know she has a smaller like little like tools cute skirt there, and then her little hat with little cute adornment there, another witch hat here, and then striped leggings, or like nylons there, however you want to decorate those. And then we have a cape, and then her little broomstick. We have the black cat there, and then little pumpkins that you can color in. Cauldron, all the different stamps that are word stamps there, and then just some ideas on how you might want to match that up. Super cute. And here she is again. Works with the other vintage doll set, and I'll give you a quick measurement on how big she is, just so you have an idea. About 5 inches tall, and then her hands, you know, end to end are like 2 3/4. All those fun items there, and look at that. I love the background spiderweb there, and then we have the dies that are basically for the clothing, for the gal there, and some of the extra bits there, of course. Her decorative items. This was called Thankful Stamp and Die, and I went ahead and popped that guy open. My goodness, look how big this is. I had seen that in the email blast, but it's hard to tell. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, this stamp is 4.5 inches, I would say, by 4 3/4, almost like 4.5, 4 3/4 circular there. We have the little stump, a little hedgehog, and it's very woodsy, you know, with the little mushrooms, which I love to see in my garden. When you see mushrooms in your garden, that's a good thing. We have our little fox here, and cozy fall wishes. And then blank for you, and then thankful, give, lots of, and then little acorns, little bird. We have the dies to go along with most of those things there, and then we have thanks, fall, and oh, this right here cuts out this stamp sentiment. That's really, really cool. And then, of course, dies, like I said, for most of the things. Little sprig. I love sprig dies. This one's like little berries. And here are all the different items there. The sprigs and like the leaves. And some idea on how you might want to put those together. That is so cool. Again, I'm so thankful for you with the dies and the stamps. Really, really cute. And then we have this guy. This is a Faith Sentiments die kit, and this one has all these sentiments, and I can feel that there's a marquee cutting folder in there, and I didn't mention, of course, with all of them, should I say. They come with a cutting folder if they are a die set, if they have dies in the set. So it cuts like a little floral, a little flower sprig here. It looks like some little accent pieces. Let me open this up. So I wasn't going to open it at first. I thought we can just look at it from the outside. But you know what? It's easier to just read them off of here. So Jesus loves you. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Praying for you. You are never alone. Again, it's called Faith Sentiments. So faith can move mountains. And then those little mountain pieces that we saw there. And I guess they're showing here that you can pair it together. And then those little sprigs and things that I had pointed out there. Really nice. I mean, look how nice and sizable these are. I mean, I don't know if you can tell by the size of my hand. I don't know, I have a small hand, but it's like 4 1/4 by just over 3 inches, maybe about 3 inches tall on that one, and these are kind of similar in that sizing. And then over here we have, look at this, like just over 5 inches tall, and then maybe 3 inches or wide or so. Really great to just do like a background, maybe a little mottled background, something pretty like that, and then just pop that on there. Really nice. And this is the Pet Sympathy Stamp and Die Kit. I was going to pull it open and it made a really loud sound, so let me move that over here. And we have the 2 stamp sets there, and then the dies, so we'll look at that in just a minute. So look at the little puppy and the little kitty, and look at this guy. So cute. And different wings. So as you can see, it says Pet Sympathy, and then we have the little halo, and look at this big old paw print, and then the little clouds, and then the different lettering for dog and cat, and then optional S, sorry for the loss of your, and then, you know, furry friend, fur baby, leave paw prints on our hearts. Of course, you can use those there. We have the hearts and then different stamps. And then look, I mean, how sweet. Oh, that's so nice. Very unique, very different type of set here. And I have a feeling that they were asked about this because this is very specific. So really cute. So we have the sweet sentiments there and the little paw print and everything. Again, good size. Maybe you can see better how big that is, like almost 3 inches. With our little characters and then the dies that cut all those different things out. And you can match them up that way. So what I'm going to do, guys, is come up with a little idea and work with some of these right now. And I do want to mention that the free gifts are while supplies last. So there's not like, oh, it ends tomorrow or whatever. It's while supplies last, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I think today I'll use the Thankful set. And I have an idea. Since this stamp is really such a nice size, I think what I'm going to do is make a shaped card from that. Now, it doesn't have... a die for that, but what I'm going to do is just fold my card in half, stamp it, and then cut around. So, since I don't really know how big this is, I mean, we measured it, but I'm not going to do math for that. I'm just going to score this piece of paper right in half, so it's probably too big, but so it is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I'm just going to score it at 5.5, okay? And I'm going to fold that in half already. We could stamp it already first, but I'm going to fold it so I can put it in my stamping press and give myself a nice crease on that. And then we're going to do a little fussy cutting to cut around that though, so let's get a stamping press. So I'm just going to put this down. It doesn't matter however you want, but either way we're going to stamp like in this area, so that's where I have the spine there, or the fold. And this guy's pretty big, so I'm going to put this here. Again, the first time using it, it's an acrylic stamp. And what I'm going to do is just place that like here, as close as I can to the spine, so to the fold. If you had it the other way, just put it, you know, over here. Either way, you're just trying to get this close to your fold. And actually, this has kind of an area here that's a little flatter. I think I'll put that down because that way, that's where I cut, and then our card will still kind of sit up because it has this flatness here. So I'm going to put that there. And I think I'm going to use like a dark brown ink. Again, when you have a really big stamp, you might get air bubbles, and sometimes those air bubbles make it so that it won't stamp in those areas because it just does not go away, as you can see back there. So a lot of times I kind of finagle those, just kind of do a little of this, a little of that, try to get those out. But that's why I also use a stamping press whenever I have a large stamp. Or you can leave it like this, ink it up, and then bring your paper to that. You bring your paper over and you push it. Your hands are really getting in there, where these two flat surfaces might leave that bubble, you know, leaving that space there. Okay. So I'm just going to take some darker brown ink, just make sure it's all over everything because it's a big, big guy. And you guys know if you take it and you do that, it looks kind of mottled, but if you kind of go like this, it'll get like streaks, like lines. So if you like that look, it'll stamp those streak lines. So right now I'm just going to kind of go around and do this, just making sure there's ink everywhere. And I'm just going to push that down. Just trying to push down everywhere. Firm, even pressure. Pretty good. I missed a little spot right here, so I'm just going to again go right in there. Alright, I'm going to go wash this guy off and I'll be right back. And just to make a card base, I am going to this guy. Oh, take the ink off there. And I'll simply just take some scissors. I'm just going to cut this off to make it easy to begin with. But I'm going to leave like a little bit of a hinge up here, and I probably could have gotten a little bit closer to that. And just coming in, I'm just going to follow this a little bit, the edge. You can ink the edges too if you like, but we're just going to do that. And then we're going to put our little fox on top of this with some of the other little items and sentiments. So I'm just going to go around the whole thing. It's two pieces, right? We have it folded there. And I'll be right back. Okay, and as I get back towards the top, I'm just going to leave again a little hinge there. So, you know, maybe here, just kind of come back up like that. And that's going to be my card base. And again, it's like almost 5-inch square. It's again about 5 3/4 by 5.5 inches. Okay, let me grab some papers and things so we can stamp our other characters and do some coloring. Okay guys, so this is just some marker paper because I am going to use alcohol ink markers today, and it's just a scrap. Won't need too much of it. What I'm going to do is stamp our little foxy, and then maybe a couple other little pieces. Let me bring this down here. So I'm going to do that, and then probably some of the sprigs. Now these sprigs you can just cut out of colored paper and that would look sweet too. You also have a stamp and then the sprig. So whatever it is you like. You know what, I think maybe that's what I'll do. I'll probably just cut some of those out, these guys, out of paper that already has like green paper. So we're just going to have our little fox for now. And just ink it up with some hybrid ink. You can see I'm missing a little bit there. It's a thin line stamp, again, just firm, even pressure. Looks really great. Alright, well I'm going to let that dry and I'll choose some colors, of course, like oranges and things like that. A little maybe tan color so that the white part isn't just left looking white. We can just kind of accent it with a little bit of off-white or something like that. And I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have neutral light, just a really light color again, just so it doesn't look like we forgot about this. I'm just putting that in there, even though that's really kind of like a white area. And all in here. And even his little face. Something like that. And maybe in his little ears. Okay, and then what would be like black, maybe the tips of his ears. I'm just going to use ash medium and dark. So I'll probably start off with some dark. And then blend that out with medium. Just so that they look dark. But not completely black, okay? Just a little something. Yeah, his little face is already done. So then the orange, you know me, I like to start off with a little bit of light. Let's say we brought it into here. Leave a little area there. And then the darkest one, which I can start with this little point. And then medium. Just notice left this kind of open the last time I used it. That's naughty, naughty. Okay. And then light again. You can bring it and blend the whole thing through. And I'll probably just go into this. Just clean that up a little bit. And I'll do the same thing basically in this little area in his tail. And that's all the color we have today. My little buddy here, and we're just going to cut him out. Pretty nice shape. I think we can see right through that and have a pretty good idea where we're cutting. If you want to do an aperture, you can definitely do that. I'm just going to go for it, like right there. That looks good. It is very close though, so you might want to do an aperture. And then what I'm going to do is just take these sprigs like I had mentioned earlier. So I'll take like this one. I think this one lends itself to just being cut like that. This one too, really cute. Just cut a couple of them from this olive paper. And then we're going to do the sentiment, but I'll do this first and then we'll get to that. Okay, guys. So a little bit of sprig. Our little character. Let's see how we did here. So close. I love that. Okay, so then we have our card, and again our card's gonna be something like that, and there we go. But I'm gonna place this here, maybe put some little sprigs here and there, and then we have, remember, the words with the die. So I think what I'm gonna do is Cozy Fall Wishes, so we can then cut it out and we can check that out. And then again, keep an eye out for the follow-up videos. Let's put this on some cream colored paper. I'm going to choose a couple different colors of ink to kind of model, kind of blend in together, and I'll be right back. I grabbed some brown, some green, and like an orange color ink. And I already have this down on here. So we can pop this here, and I hope the words, I'm sure it'll have the same kind of smaller profile around there. So let's put that there. And I think I'm going to go from orange to a little brown to a little green. See how that looks? And then of course we might have to do it again, just depending on how well we stamp here, so it's not a problem. Aw, so cute. I think I'm just going to do the orange part again, where it's a little bit light. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna go rinse this off. Okay guys, so I cut that down. We have a little piece here. I grabbed the die for this. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to make an aperture, because I mean yellow you can see, I mean you can see where you might have some variability and it would be kind of off. So what I'm gonna do is use this scrap of paper, and I'm gonna use it as a drop shadow too, I think. We'll see. I like the red color coming through here. So I'm going to put this on here, and I'll leave it this way. This paper's kind of textured. What we're going to do is make an aperture. So all that simply is just grabbing a piece of washi or tape or whatever you like to use to make like a little hinged piece like this. And put that over there. All we're going to do is run this through, and then we're going to look through it to see where we can cut our words so that they're nice and centered as well as we can, right? And I'm using this red again because I think I'll drop shadow it. So let me bring this out. Look at that. Usually I cut with whatever scrap of paper, but today I do want to keep it. Let me clean out these little dots. Okay. And then when you come over here, all we're going to do is look through it, and you can see really nicely with this red paper. I know a lot of times I use white paper so it blends in. I did use cream colored paper to write on here, or to stamp on. And then just make sure that's nice and that your die actually clicks in to the spot that was there. And and what I like to do is stick this to the actual paper. You don't want it to shift around. But since I didn't leave myself too much paper, I'm going to try to put it there and see if it doesn't move. Okay, and I'm just going to flip this to the other side. And I'm going to hold on to as much as I can as I get it through here because I don't want my die to move like at all. And so I'm just slowly getting that through there. And let's see how we did. Looking good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to glue these together just like that. So just put some glue on the back of my words and just drop shadow it like this, okay? Okay guys, so let's bring our card base back. And we can kind of take a look at what we want to do. I had him over here, but I'm thinking because of the orange and orange, I'm thinking maybe moving him over here. Same thing, just kind of more on this side with our little words and stuff. So let's bring him up a little bit higher. And again, since we made up this card base, it's whatever we want, so something like that I think would be good. Okay, so let me just gonna put glue behind him here, put him up here, get a little glue behind these guys. And that way, whatever I do here, I can put it basically with like a 6-inch envelope or 5.5-inch square envelope. Over there, and cozy fall wishes. And also, if you want to, because since I cut this by hand, you know, it just depends where this actually will sit. We can use our words to help us keep our card more straight, something like that. And again, I'm just gluing everything down. If you want to put some dimensionals, you can definitely do that. And I'll probably add a few little pearls here and there. Oopsie, I meant to put more glue up here. And down at the bottom. Oh. Let's look at that straight again. There we go. Something like that. So I'm just holding it right off the edge, but I'm going to hold this for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, there's a sweet little card. Again, just a very different shape with that circle and just a little fussy cutting that was super easy. You can definitely just cut it with a circle if you like, you have a die. And then we have our little character, a little greenery, we have our little cozy fall wishes, and when you open it up like this, it stays nice and straight because we put our wording here to keep it level also. And I'm just going to put some little pearls on here, maybe just regular little beige pearls or cream colored pearls. So thank you so much, Die Press, for sending these items for review. Again, 7 brand new items that we saw earlier there, and don't forget to use the code VCDP for 10% off your purchase, and again, the free gifts that are while supplies last. Alright guys, thanks so much. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.